Hello rail fans, and welcome to another French Fried Trains Minecraft locomotive tutorial. Today, by request, we're going to be building this CSX GP30 in an early YN1 paint scheme. And this is essentially where they just took a locomotive in the stealth paint scheme and added some yellow to it for higher visibility. So let's get right into the build here. Our first step is to take a dark oak stair for the coupler and we'll attach it up. Then we'll delete these fence gates on either side and put dark oak fence on either side of the coupler. We also need to put a fence gate underneath the coupler. I forgot to do that. Then on the next block down, 3 polished black stone blocks and an upside down polished black stone stair facing outward on each side. Then 5 polished black stone blocks here. Then a 3 block tall T-shaped pattern in the middle behind it with an end rod above each rail. Behind that, a 5x3 of polished black stone blocks coming out to each side of the rails here. Then we're going to take out an oak slab, 3 oak slabs up here on top, and 3 on the bottom hip boxes coming up on this gap for the stairs. And same thing on this side over here. 3 oak slabs coming up. Then a dark oak button here and on this side. Then we'll do our wheels, so come in front of this. Skip 1 block forward down on the rails, a netherite on each rail with an end rod axle. Then we're going to make a 3x4 of polished black stone blocks. Then another set of netherite wheels with an end rod axle. Then an upside down polished deep slate stair here, and upside down facing this way on this end, 2 polished deep slate slabs on the bottom middle. Repeat that pattern over here. Then we'll take out dark oak fence gates, open them into the ends of the wheels here, and also into the ends of the wheels down on this side here. Then on the second layer up, we'll fill in the top middle 3 with polished black stone block down the length of this truck. We're going to come out 1 block past where the fence gates are. Swing around and put 3 on bottom as well. Coming off that bottom one, a row of upside down, outward facing polished black stone stairs. That's 9 blocks long in total. Then 3 polished black stone block across this end. And then same thing on this side, upside down, outward facing stairs to fill in the bottom of the fuel tank on this side. Then we'll fill in the top middle 3 with polished black stone blocks here, down to the end of this fuel tank. Then we'll do our next set of wheels, so skip 1 block forward down on the rails, netherite on each rail with an end rod axle. Then a 3x4 of polished black stone blocks, and netherite on each rail again with an end rod axle. Then polished deep slate stair upside down here, 2 slabs across the bottom, and upside down facing this way here. Do the same pattern on this side. Then we open dark oak fence gates into the ends of the wheels here, and also into the ends of the wheels down on this side here. Then on top, we'll continue filling the top middle 3 with polished black stone block down to the end of this. We'll stop above where the fence gates are. In front of it, a 5x3 of polished black stone blocks. In front of that, a T-shape in the middle, and an end rod down above each rail. Then on bottom, 3 polished black stone stairs facing this way, and an upside down stair facing outward on each side. Then a block in the middle on the next layer, and 2 upside down stairs on either side. Then 3 oak slabs across this top. Turn around, get a dark oak stair stacked up to that second block for the coupler. Delete the ones we used for replacement. Under it, a dark oak fence gate, and open dark oak fence gates on either side of the coupler. Then 3 oak slabs coming up this gap here, and same thing on this side. Next, we're going to come on the sides of the truck here, put a hopper in front of each wheel, and then a full row of dark oak trapdoors above the truck. Same thing here, hoppers in front of the wheels, and then dark oak trapdoors across the top. Same thing here, hoppers in front of these wheels, trapdoors on top, and 1 more corner to go. hoppers in front of these wheels, trapdoors on top. Then on the sides of the fuel tank here, we're going to put a player head on this front block, then a sideways crimson sign. Make sure it's going directly sideways on each side, and then a row of anvils down to the back of the fuel tank on each side to represent our air tanks. Then we're going to come over on the conductor side here in front of the fuel tank and put a bell right there. Then we'll put a chain in these two gaps on each side of the front. Then we need to get a chain in that gap here. We're going to have to stand on it and crouch to place it. Then same thing back here, crouch, put a chain in this gap, and a chain on this side. Then we'll come up here, put a chain in these two gaps. Then on this third layer up, we're going to fill it in 5 wide with yellow concrete, going end to end. Next, we'll come on top of the front here on the third block back in the middle, and we're going to put a yellow concrete, a blue concrete, and a yellow concrete. Then 3 yellow concrete here and 3 here. Then a lever in the middle on this side. Then 1 light gray concrete on bottom here, and the other side gets a column of 3 light gray. Then on this outside edge, starting right here, 5 light gray shulker boxes. And same thing, 5 light gray shulker boxes. Then, above that, we need to get a row of 4 light gray concrete coming forward from the back. Same thing here, 4 light gray concrete coming forward from the back of it. Then above that, light gray concrete in each corner, and 2 blue concrete on each side for the locomotive number. Then a light gray concrete in each corner again, black stained glass panes on the sides, then a black stained glass pane here and here, and a light gray concrete in the middle. Then we'll make a T-shape of light gray concrete up here, and we'll extend this middle 3 to the back of the cab with light gray concrete. Then outward facing andesite stairs on the side, and then same thing on this side here. Then above this, we're going to fill in above all this light gray concrete with andesite slabs because the GP30 has the hump above the cab. Now come down to the back. In the center on the third block in from the end, 2 yellow concrete, a blue, 2 yellow. Then 5 yellow concrete here and 5 here. Then in front of it we'll switch to light gray concrete, and we're going to fill it in 2 high all the way until it meets up with the cab, and we'll do that on the other side as well. Then on this engineer side, behind the cab, 2 light gray shulker boxes on bottom, 1 light gray concrete on top, so there's a stairway. On this side, we skip a block back from the cab and put 2 light gray concrete coming up. The other side comes right up to the cab. And then we'll fill this in 2 high, all the way down to the end of the locomotive, on both sides. Now on the side of the back, 1 block up from the bottom, we'll close 2 oak trapdoors, knock out the 2 in front of it, and 2 andesite stairs, because there's some vents back here. We'll do the same thing on this side. So close 2 trapdoors here, knock out these 2 andesite stairs. Now come up top, put a bedrock in this middle, and then we're going to extend bedrock forward another 8 blocks in front of this. Then, on the side of this bedrock, we're going to put a full line of iron bars going down to the back of it. Same thing on this side here, a full line of iron bars. Then come up behind the cab here, 3 light gray concrete across the top, and 3 coming up the middle. Then 3 polished basalt going vertical on each side of that. Then we'll go ahead and fill in the rest of the top with light gray concrete here. Now, on the side of the top here, right in front of where the polished basalt is, we need an upside down, forward facing andesite stair. I was having some trouble placing it. It needs to be right next to the polished basalt. Then 3 outward facing deep slate tile stairs and a backward facing andesite. Repeat that over here. So a backward facing andesite, 3 outward facing deep slate tile, forward facing andesite. Now come on top of the back, 1 block in from the end in a plus shape of andesite slabs for a fan. Skip a block, a daylight sensor, skip a block, and another plus shape. Then we're going to put an oak trapdoor in the center of those 2 fans. Then come up here in the center of this deep slate tile section in another plus shape, knock out the middle, put bedrock down in there, and an oak trapdoor for the dynamic brake fan. Then we're going to come up here, skip 1 block forward and put a smoker for the exhaust. Then we'll come across here and down the back till right there with andesite slabs. This needs to be longer, so take out this stair, put an outward facing stair, and then a backward facing one, so it comes out 1 block farther. Same thing on this side here, outward facing, backward facing, then 1 more andesite slab on each side. Then up here by this exhaust, we'll fill in the rest of this roof section with andesite slabs. Then we're going to come on this engineer side here. On the side, we're going to take out dark oak fence gates, and we're going to open back-to-back dark oak fence gates up here to be the horn. Then we'll take out light gray carpet. We'll fill in on top around this fan and across here, and then around these fans back here, so all these vents are covered. Bring it back around this, and then 3 on each back block. Then we'll come on the side here, put a door in this gap, come around the other side of the front, and a door right here. Next, we're going to crouch and put a dark gray carpet on top of that shulker box, then around this corner, a T-shape on the front, around this corner, and crouch and put one on this shulker box. Then we'll come back over here, crouch, put one on that shulker box, one up on that stair, and then we'll come all down this side with dark gray carpet. We'll come over right here, a T-shape on the end. Then we're going to knock out this block, put a dark gray wool. Then back to dark gray carpet on the side. Then we'll come up here on top, take out an andesite slab, and we need to extend out by 1 on the side up to the cab, because the GP30 has this distinctive dynamic brake section hump. Same thing on that side. Then behind the cab on this side on bottom, 4 light gray stained glass panes. Then another row of 4, another, and another. Then 1 light gray stained glass pane in the front, and where the polished basalt is, we need to put 3 black stained glass panes. So this blower section extends all the way out on this locomotive. Then behind it, we can fill in the rest of this with dark gray carpet down to the back. Now we'll do our railing, so take an oak fence. Right here we come up by 4. Here we come up 3, over 1, up 1. Then right here we switch to warp fence. I'm using warp because we don't have a gray fence. And we'll put 2 here. Then 2 warp fence here. And then the same pattern. Here we come up 3, over 1, and up 1. Here we come up 4. Then we'll switch back to warp fence, connect it up right here, and we'll bring it all the way up this side of the locomotive. When we get here, we come up 1, over 1, up 1, over 2. Then we'll go back to oak up here, and it's pretty much the same pattern. So 3 oak coming up right here, over 1 and up 1. Then 2 warped here, back to oak, 3 oak coming up here, over 1 and up 1. Then right here we come up 4 with oak, and same thing on this side. Then we switch to warped, come back one, up one, and over two. Same thing here. Back one, up one, over two. Then we'll come down to the back on this side and connect up right here with our warp fences and bring this all the way forward, right past this section until it's aligned with that first shulker box. Put a white stained glass pane here and here for rear view mirrors. Then I'm going to place down a loom because I'm going to need it in a minute here. Then we're going to do our ditch lights, so we're going to switch over and take out a glow item frame. And we'll put one on each of these fences with glowstone in them. Then in the top middle, a glow item frame with glowstone for the headlight, and on each side a birch sign with our locomotive number, which for this one is 2210. Same thing on the other side. Then we'll come down and detail the rear end here. So if you want rear ditch lights, glow item frames down here with glowstone. Then in this top middle, 2 glow item frames with glowstone for rear headlights. Then on the second block down on the side, a birch sign with 2210. Same thing on this side. Then we'll run a ladder up the left hand side. Now we're going to come and work on our logo here. So we're going to come up right here under this dynamic brake section, knock out a 3 block tall C shape and fill it with blue concrete. Skip a block, we make this reverse L shape, fill that with blue concrete, and kitty corner up one, fill that with blue concrete. Then skip a block, knock out an X shape and fill that with blue concrete. So we have our logo. You could also use letter banners for this, but that's going to make the logo look too small for this locomotive. Then here we start directly under this fan, knock out the C shape, fill it with blue concrete. Skip a block, reverse L shape, and then kitty corner and up one, fill that with blue concrete. Skip a block and knock out an X shape. And now we have our logos. Next we're going to make a banner, so come into that loom we placed, and we're going to take a light gray banner, black dye, make the top half black, switch to light gray dye, and put a light gray border around it. This is for our windows, so we put one here, and one behind the cab on this side. We won't be able to do the other side because of the stained glass panes that are on this side here. Now we're going to do our interior, so come on in through this nose door. Take out smooth stone slabs, stack it up 1 block tall, right up the middle to the back of the cab. Behind this, by the door, we stack it up 2 blocks tall. Up here, a full column to the bottom of the window, and same thing on this side here. Then on the side, we'll stack it up 2 blocks tall. And we'll make a stair right there in the middle, and then stack up this side 2 blocks tall. Then a glow item frame in the middle with a compass, a lever on this side for the engineer. Turn around and a stair on each side for seats. And we're actually going to bring forward that stair by one. Then we'll put a blast furnace and a glowstone in the back. Come down in the nose here, put an M portal for a toilet. Right here we'll put a door. And then we're going to come out and stand on the top of the nose here. We'll crouch and put 2 string in the middle here, and then keep crouching, gray carpet on top of the string and that door, and finish off the top of the nose with gray carpet here. And there we have it, folks. We've completed our CSX GP30 in an early YN1 paint scheme. I hope you enjoyed the build. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And everyone have a great week. Stay safe out there, rail fans.